4 tests are back from the lab today showing the DNA of a missing woman in her ex-boyfriend's dumpster. Now, you might have seen this alert hit at 2:20 this afternoon on your phone. Less than 2 hours ago, we learned officials were able to trace Ashley Elkins to a dumpster behind a Roseville apartment. Now, her phone pinged last at that location where her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, lives. Police say Booker could face murder charges as soon as tomorrow. It's now been 4 weeks since anyone saw Ashley.
"50 officers, 6.5 acres. One devastating question that has haunted Warren, Michigan since the beginning of 2025. Where is Ashley Elkins? Right now, as bulldozers tear through mountains of debris at Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township, investigators are racing against time. Cadaver dogs patrol the grounds, while forensic teams meticulously examine every piece of evidence that might lead them to a 30-year-old mother who vanished without a trace on January 2nd. If you're interested in true crime cases that reveal the harsh realities of domestic violence and the relentless pursuit of justice, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. This case will shock you with its twists and the determination of a community that refused to give up. But this search represents more than just another missing person case. This is a culmination of an investigation that revealed a web of deception, obsession, and violence that started with what seemed like a routine hair appointment and ended with charges of first-degree murder. The Ashley Elkins case exposes a terrifying reality of how quickly love can transform into something deadly, and how a single decision to escape an abusive relationship can trigger a chain of events that destroys everything in its path. To understand how we arrived at this massive search operation, we need to go back to Warren, Michigan, a city where the murder rate exceeds the national average by almost 60%. This is where Ashley Lachey Elkins built her life, raised her 2 sons, and pursued her dreams of entrepreneurship. Born in 1995, Ashley embodied the American dream of hard work and determination. She had transformed her natural talent for hairstyling into a thriving home-based salon, creating a space where neighbors became friends and clients became family. Her reputation for meticulous attention to detail and genuine warmth made her business a cornerstone of her community. But Ashley wasn't just building a business. She was building a future for her 2 boys as a single mother. She actively participated in their education, attended school activities, and constantly encouraged them to dream big while always being kind. Her commitment to providing a stable, nurturing environment for her children drove every decision she made. The balance she maintained was remarkable. Ashley had recently embraced a new opportunity working for an online casino agency, adding another dimension to her professional life. She juggled her growing hairstyling business, her new job, and the full-time responsibility of motherhood with determination and grace. Her mother, Monica Elkins, watched with pride as Ashley built this life. Her 2 younger sisters looked up to her as a role model. The Elkins family represented everything positive about close-knit relationships. They looked out for one another, supported each other's dreams, and created a foundation of love that seemed unshakable. This was the world that DeAndre Booker entered when he began dating Ashley. To everyone who met him initially, he seemed like the perfect addition to their family dynamic. He was charming, attentive, and quickly bonded with Ashley's sons. He laughed with her sisters and became a familiar, welcome presence around the Elkins household. Take a moment to like this video if you're following along with this investigation. Your engagement helps us bring more detailed true crime content to light. But beneath DeAndre Booker's charm lay a troubling history that Ashley had no way of knowing when she opened her heart to him. His military service in the United States Army had ended with a less than honorable discharge in 2017 after he went AWOL. During his time in service, he faced multiple charges, including larceny and possession of fake identification documents. These red flags from his past would later prove prophetic. But initially, the relationship seemed promising. Ashley believed she had found love again, someone who could be a positive influence in her sons' lives, and a true partner in building their future together. The transformation began subtly. DeAndre's behavior started shifting in ways that felt like concern, but were actually control. He began checking Ashley's phone without permission, crossing boundaries that healthy relationships respect. His technology skills, which might have seemed impressive, became tools of surveillance as he created fake social media profiles to monitor her online activity. What Ashley had thought was love slowly revealed itself as something much more dangerous. Surveillance disguised as caring, control masquerading as protection. The relationship that had once felt full of promise began to suffocate her, turning her own home into a place where she felt watched and monitored. By September 2024, Ashley had reached her breaking point. She made the difficult decision that many women in abusive relationships struggle with. She chose to walk away. She ended the relationship with DeAndre, hoping to reclaim her independence and protect her children from the toxic environment that their home had become. What Ashley couldn't have known was that this decision, this act of self-preservation, would trigger something far more dangerous in DeAndre than anything she had experienced during their relationship. The breakup shattered whatever mask DeAndre had been wearing. Instead of accepting Ashley's decision and moving on, he began a campaign of harassment that would escalate into something far more terrifying. Just days after their split, he crossed a line that left Ashley genuinely frightened. Using a fake name, he booked a hair appointment at her salon. When Ashley opened her door and saw him standing there, she immediately refused to let him in. But DeAndre wasn't deterred by her rejection. He knocked persistently, first on the front door, then moving to the side of the house. Ashley, terrified and protecting her children, retreated into her bedroom with her boys. She whispered for them to stay quiet, holding her breath and praying he would eventually leave. This incident marked the beginning of what would become a relentless pattern of stalking behavior. Realizing that her home-based salon had become a target for DeAndre's unwanted attention, Ashley made the difficult decision to relocate her business. She hoped that putting physical distance between herself and her ex-boyfriend would help her regain some sense of safety and normalcy. But instead of deterring him, Ashley's attempts to protect herself seemed to escalate DeAndre's obsession. He continued reaching out through calls and messages, lurking in the background of her life like a shadow she couldn't escape. Friends and family began noticing changes in Ashley's behavior. She became anxious, constantly looking over her shoulder, confiding that she often felt like she was being watched. The fear was no longer just psychological. It was beginning to define every aspect of her daily routine. No matter how carefully she tried to hide her location or limit her exposure, DeAndre always seemed to find ways to make his presence known. If this case is keeping you engaged, please share with others who are interested in understanding the serious nature of domestic violence and stalking. Your shares help spread awareness about these important issues. As 2024 came to an end, Ashley was living with the constant stress of feeling hunted. The new year represented hope for a fresh start, but January 2nd, 2025, would instead mark the beginning of her family's worst nightmare. At approximately 8:30 a.m. on that cold January morning, Ashley left her house dressed in a long black coat with her lining around the hood and black leggings. She was driving her gray Chevy Malibu and had told family members she was going out to run errands. To anyone observing, it appeared to be just another ordinary day. But within minutes, something had gone terribly wrong. At around 8:40 a.m., just 10 minutes after Ashley's departure, her mother, Monica Elkins, arrived at her daughter's home to find it empty. Initially, Monica didn't think much of Ashley's absence, assuming she was indeed running the errand she had mentioned. At 9:06 a.m., Monica sent Ashley a text message describing a strange dream she'd had the night before. In the dream, Ashley had borrowed her mother's truck and left the Chevy Malibu abandoned in a field. Ashley's response was brief but seemed normal. "Ah, man." That short message would be one of the last communications anyone would receive from Ashley. When Monica tried to FaceTime her daughter, Ashley didn't answer, behavior that was completely out of character for someone who was always responsive to family communications. An hour later, Monica received another text from Ashley stating she was heading to a beauty store. But after that message, Ashley's phone went completely silent, shutting off entirely and sending immediate waves of concern to her family. The silence was deafening. Ashley's uncle, Maurice Morton, tried repeatedly to reach her throughout the following days, but every attempt was unsuccessful. He emphasized to investigators that Ashley was not the kind of person to ignore calls or messages, especially from her mother, and that she never disappeared for extended periods without communication, particularly when it involved leaving her two boys. On January 3rd, 2025, Ashley's family officially reported her missing to the Warren Police Department. As the hours turned into days with no contact, Monica Elkins made a tearful plea on her Facebook account. In a video that captured her raw desperation, she recorded herself explaining that 3 days felt like an eternity, that she needed all the help she could get, and encouraged everyone to keep posting and sharing information about her missing daughter. The investigation quickly revealed a crucial detail that changed the entire direction of the case. Ashley's phone records indicated that her last known location was at DeAndre Booker's residence in the 2900 block of Pinehurst Street in Roseville, Michigan. This discovery raised an immediate and troubling question. What was a woman who'd been actively avoiding her ex-boyfriend doing at his apartment? When officers from both Warren and Roseville police departments visited the residence on Hampton Court, they found neither Ashley nor DeAndre present. But early in the investigation, family and friends had already warned police about DeAndre's technical abilities. His skill at creating fake social media profiles and documents, his ability to manipulate digital systems despite his charming exterior. Please take a moment to comment below about what you think happened during those crucial missing hours. Your engagement helps us understand what aspect of these cases resonate most with our audience. With both Ashley and her ex-boyfriend now missing, suspicions quickly mounted that DeAndre was directly involved in her disappearance. The investigation took a dramatic turn on January 7th, 2025, when investigators discovered the method DeAndre had used to lure Ashley to his location. Using sophisticated deception tactics, DeAndre had booked a home service appointment using a fake name. Ashley, driven by her professional dedication to her hairstyling clients, had responded to what she believed was a legitimate business opportunity. She had no way of knowing that the person requesting her services was the same man she had been desperately trying to avoid. This revelation painted a chilling picture of premeditation and manipulation. DeAndre had exploited Ashley's work ethic and dedication to her craft, using her own professional success as a trap that would ultimately endanger her life. Armed with this information and mounting evidence, authorities obtained and executed a search warrant at DeAndre's residence. What they discovered inside confirmed their worst fears and provided the forensic evidence that would transform this from a missing person case into a homicide investigation. The search revealed bloodstains throughout the apartment. In the bathroom, bedroom, and hallway, investigators found evidence of a burned mattress and clear signs that someone had attempted to clean up extensive evidence of violence. Most damning of all, forensic analysis of items found in the dumpster revealed Ashley's DNA, providing concrete proof that she had been at the location and that something terrible had occurred there. While investigators were processing the crime scene, DeAndre Booker remained nowhere to be found. But the community was actively contributing to the investigation in ways that would prove crucial to building the case against him. Monica Elkins' Facebook posts about her daughter's disappearance had been widely shared throughout the community. A concerned citizen named Kennedy Arrington came forward with information that would provide another piece of the puzzle. She reported that Ashley's gray Chevy Malibu had been parked in front of her apartment complex, approximately 2 miles from DeAndre's apartment, near 13 Mile Road and Lil Mac Avenue in Roseville. Kennedy admitted that she hadn't reported the abandoned vehicle sooner because she had assumed it was simply someone's parked car, not realizing it was crucial evidence in a violent crime that had unfolded near her home. This community involvement demonstrated how important public awareness and participation can be in criminal investigations. On January 8, 2025, 5 days after Ashley's disappearance, DeAndre Booker was finally located and arrested in Flint, Michigan. His apprehension allowed investigators to obtain search warrants for his phone and digital records, providing access to his online activities that would reveal the most disturbing evidence in the case. The digital forensics investigation uncovered DeAndre's Google search history, which painted a terrifying picture of his mindset and actions following Ashley's disappearance. His searches included fastest route from Flint to Ohio, how to be on a run, is blood traceable, how to beat a polygraph test, and most chillingly, how long does it take for a body to decompose? As we near the end of this investigation, please let us know in the comments what you think about the community's role in solving crimes like this. Your thoughts help us understand how to better cover these important cases. These search queries provided investigators with clear evidence of consciousness of guilt and premeditation. The progression of searches revealed DeAndre's state of mind as he attempted to evade capture and eliminate evidence of his crimes. Based on the overwhelming evidence collected during the investigation, DeAndre Booker was charged with first-degree premeditated murder, tamper with evidence, disinterment and mutilation of a dead body, and concealing the death of an individual. He was arraigned in Roseville District Court, where Judge Leah Hakeem denied him bond, ensuring he will remain in custody throughout the legal proceedings. Despite DeAndre's arrest and the mounting evidence against him, one crucial question continued to haunt Ashley's family and the entire investigation team. Where had he disposed of Ashley's body? This question led to the massive search operation at Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township that continues today. On January 11, 2025, more than 50 police officers began systematically searching the 6.5-acre property. Bulldozers moved through soil while specialized teams examined debris. But the presence of organic waste throughout the landfill has complicated the use of cadaver dogs. Chief Berlin has emphasized that authorities believe they are getting close to answers. Despite the significant challenges posed by searching a landfill environment, the investigation team remains determined to continue their efforts because Ashley's family deserves answers and the community needs closure. Monica Elkins has publicly acknowledged that police have been doing everything possible to locate her daughter's remains. Following DeAndre's arraignment, she addressed the media with heartbreaking acceptance that Ashley was no longer alive, describing the devastating task of explaining to Ashley's sons that their mother was gone and would never be coming home. The impact of this tragedy extends far beyond one family's grief. On January 25, 2025, community members gathered for a candlelight vigil to remember Ashley and maintain hope for answers about her disappearance. Monica thanked everyone present, expressing how much it meant to see so many people caring for her daughter. Ashley's case has generated broader discussions about women's safety and the importance of rapid response in missing person cases involving domestic violence. The family has called for the creation of an Ashley Alert system that will provide faster notifications for missing and endangered women, potentially saving lives through quicker mobilization of resources. The community's response has been overwhelming. Monica Elkins started a GoFundMe campaign to support Ashley's 2 young boys, and the community has already raised over $16,000, a reflection of how many lives Ashley touched through her kindness and dedication to others. Before you go, please consider subscribing to stay updated on the resolution of this case and other important true crime stories. If you have any information that might help investigators find Ashley or provide additional details about this case, please contact local authorities immediately. Your tip could be the key to bringing Ashley home and providing her family with the answers they desperately need. This investigation continues, driven by a community's love for a woman who dedicated her life to caring for others and a family's determination to ensure that Ashley Elkins will never be forgotten